So how did we first meet? I just remember it like this very, very overpowering feeling. Like just the way that she kind of inhabits space.
On the car ride there, I rode with Brad, and randomly, just out of the blue, he brought up this story about Max and how he grew up Buddhist and he was given this moral to follow of compassion. Like at the time, I was very low in love and just had this like very pessimistic view on relationships and love. And after that story, I was like, I need to know this person.
Hearing her voice for the first time, and there's something very infectious about it. And I met someone that's genuinely so kind. I didn't even know it existed. There's this sort of essence of love that she constantly tries to embody. It's sort of this idea of love is this thing where you give and then they give, and then it creates this feedback loop where it's just constantly building on each other. And I mean, it's true.
I had always been with people who thought lesser of women, and there was always a fight to project my greatness instead of it just being a standard, and for someone to already see me and other females as something greater than.
It's the first time that it's also just healthy and it's real and it's not disguised as anything else. You kind of convince yourself that loving someone is like the same as being loved and being in love, but I don't think that's the case. And sometimes you get a little glimpse of that. If it's like rare, it's like the sun like peeking out. It's like, oh my God, that's love. That's that little bit of light that I can see throughout all this stuff, and you kind of can forget the rest of your, how toxic a relationship can be. But then when I compare it to this sunny day is like, there's no clouds. And if there are clouds, I'm glad for a cloudy day because it's something to sort of work on or something to talk about and get stronger for.
Once I said love, that also released like so much more. Everything I felt in the past and my experience and all of those feelings, it was much more than just words. It was like a flooding of everything.
When I'm with her, I just feel with her completely. The one thing that strikes me is like sometimes I'll like put my hands on her cheeks and she'll sort of just melt as if I'm putting my hands into water and lifting it up, and it's sort of falling through my fingers. You can just see this joy. Just to see that brings me so much joy.
When we're alone together, I think that's like when our love blossoms the most. Knowing that that person is there for you, doing nothing or doing everything. It's just like a very good blessing to love someone that much.
Her love, I think. That's how it is. It's like it takes over, I think.